Hello there, chat. Oh yeah, Friday. Yeah, we got it. We got it. Hitting those buttons, getting those things going. Let's just jump right over to the Magic Gathering scene. Hello, chat. Oh my gosh, it's horrendous up there. It's horrendous. Here, let's fix this. Boom, 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 boom. Hello. There we go. All right, I at least filled it in. We're not doing a camera. No camera tonight, chat. No camera, but we're gonna be playing some Magic. We're gonna play what's in front of you. We call it the London version because it's basically what we've been playing in the London Mulligan. I've doubled up on Torp Orb and taken down one ley line. The idea here is I think that, excuse me, I think that a pair of cards is going to do a lot better than 3 of or 1 of. We do have 1 Damping Matrix. We have 1 Spyglass as well, although those are treated in a similar fashion. And we have 1 Shattering Spree and 1 Anger the Gods. That being said, we do have 2 main board sweepers as well. So the idea here is that the London Mulligan rule has been very interesting to play with, and we're going to continue to play with this and see where we improve from and where we fall short. And yeah. Just do that. Just gonna jump right into our game as well. We got at least 1 league under our belts for tonight. We'll see if we can get a second one in. It is Friday though, and I do know that many of you are out at Friday Night Magic, so let's say this. If you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this and just want to tell me in chat, what decks are you playing at your Friday Night Magic? Let me know. Let me know. Woo! Alright. Let's play some Magic, chat. And maybe after 1 or 2 leagues, maybe I'll put the camera on. I don't have the lights right. I'm getting on late. I'm tired. You're tired. It's Friday. Let's play some Magic. Come on, league opponent. Even Magic Online's telling me to finish this league in the next 4 days. Or 5 days. 5 days. Finish in 5 days, it says. Or we're going to kick you out of the league. I can do that. I can do that, Magic Online. I got you. Alright, let's play some Magic. Jeffrey is our opponent. We're 0-0. Our opponent is 1-0. Fortunately, they have run into us. Let's see if we can't end their streak here. Alright. Unknown opponent. We're going to keep this. It has removal, some aggro here, and it does have the Ensnaring Bridge, which looks like the Ensnaring Bridge will be important. We'll see if we need to abrade here. I don't think we're going to. I don't think we'll need to. A Thalia would be annoying here. No Thalia. Thalia's Lieutenant, though. I could kill this, kind of save myself some points of life, and then play a Walking Ballista. I think I'm going to. There is a chance that they freebooter away our bridge. Very little chance now. We're going to play Walking Ballista here in case Thalia's played. I'm planning to get this bridge down. Uncle DB, what's up, my friend? How is your Friday Night Magic? Or, well, you're here. I guess you're not playing Friday Night Magic, are you? Given the opportunity, I may block here. Assuming this doesn't go somewhere here. Come on, show me Thalia. Charlotte, Thalia. Ooh, that one's spicy. Alright, so here I probably just block and try to kill this one. And then I'll be underneath everything. Let's do that. Doing both, actually. Waiting for it to start. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Slagstorm's kind of cool here. I'm going to go ahead and bridge. This will force the champion to attack before they get in. Oh my goodness, the dog. Oh, hold on, chat. Hold on. Hey. 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 Stop. Stop. I know. There's someone in the backyard back there. Horrendous it is. Alright, getting attacked for 3. Dog is going upset at opponent in the backyard. Yes, neighbors are opponents. Okay, what are we looking at here? Slagstorm or an Abrade? I think I'll go ahead and Slagstorm. I don't want to take any more from this champion here. The Abrade can kill quite a few things as well. Interesting. Oh, cashing it in. 1 more hour. Starts at 7 p.m. Well, it's 8 p.m. here. Having the creatures is a little bit awkward. Creatures can be bounced back to hand, which would allow my opponent to attack. Wow, we're getting a lot of these Abrades. I hate to play the Rabble Master and they bounce this and then they get to attack with a lot. I think we're just going to F6 here. F6 and plan to use an Abrade, probably on Thalia or this champion. A Mantis Rider would actually be worth killing instead. California time. Alright, so we're going to take 4 here. I'm going to kill the Mantis Rider. We'll just do that now. Welcome to the Midwest. Alright, we find our land, so I'm going to go ahead and play Piakir Nalar. If they happen to bounce Piakir Nalar, we have Thopters to block with, so I'm okay with this card being bounced. It looks like they are going to bounce. Totally fine with us. You have some Thopters here. This champion gets a little bit bigger. I think I'm going to just block 1 here. Alright, so I can Ritual and Abrade here. I probably try to pick off the Reflector Mage. And then I can re-kill or re-block Thalia here. I think that is reasonable. Thopter's not going to do a whole lot here. I'm going to name Piakir Nalar with this Meddling Mage. That's okay. We only have 1 in the deck. I'm not too concerned about 1 card not being able to be played. If they name something like Ensnaring Bridge or something, I guess I'd be a little more upset. Phantasmal Image is going to name... What would they name with this? They could name a Braid, but we've used all of our Braids. They name Lightning Bolt. Definitely not in the Lightning Bolt realm here. Unfortunately, because of Thalia, I can't put down her. Because of that Thalia, she'll cost 5 here. Piakir Nalar is... obviously not doing a whole lot. Thalia herself is coming in. If the Meddling Mages came in, I'd probably block a Meddling Mage. This Rabble Master is just a liability for being bounced to hand. I think we'll allow this to happen for 1 turn. Looking for a land. And we find it. So let's play a Chandra here and tick up for damage. Our 1 Goblin will be attacking in. Can block with their 10-10. A Reflector Mage here bounces this and then Chandra dies. which might be a reason to have attempted to kill this meddling mage. They get a noble down. We pick up another Chandra here. So I think we go down on meddling mage, replay Pia Kirin here, get some Thopters, make a token, attack in with our token, and pass turn. We now have 4 blockers. 2 of them can be bounced to hand in the event that our opponent has Reflector Mage. Which looks like that might be the case. No, just a meddling mage. Just another meddling mage. I'm not concerned about this one as much. Also not concerned about Noble Hierarch here. We can throw the Thopter if we want at any point, and may consider doing that to this Noble. Land. Up we go. Legion Warboss is just a liability. We'll let our 1 goblin swing in here. We can also use the Thopter to kill one of our goblins in the event our opponent gets a little frisky here with Reflector Mages. A couple Noble Hierarchs here. Nothing of concern just yet. We would block with Rabblemaster at this point. Let's do this. I don't think they kill the Thopter over Rabblemaster. Get that off the table. That looks good. Alright. We'll throw a Chalice on 1. Has to be at 1 extra because of Thalia. We'll do this to avoid Aether Vial, and we'll do this to avoid another Noble Hierarch. So getting under our bridge is going to become increasingly difficult. So here's this Reflector Mage we were talking about. We'll see what they target with it. They do target Pia Kirin Alar, so we're going to actually shoot Pia Kirin Alar with our Noble, with our token. We have the extra Chandra here. I don't really want the liability of a creature being bounced to hand. Yes, there's this Noble Hierarch. Yes, it could be a 1-2 coming in at Chandra. I'm kind of okay if they come after Chandra. They come after me. We'll allow that to slide here. Let's go ahead and attack with our Thopter now. We're probably not blocking. We're going to do 3 a turn to our opponent, where they're going to just do 2 a turn. Or 1 a turn. No second Noble. I think we're good. I think we've got game 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They had enough humans anyway if they have Malcontents. Oh gosh. Alright. So they had Malcontents. We just didn't play around Malcontents. Chat. 1, 2, 6, 7. They had 8 anyway, so even this 1 hit doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Or is it other? Number of humans you control. Is one of these not a human? Oh, I took 8. Never mind. Never mind. Alright. It'll be fine. Torp Orbs are going to come in here. Anger the Gods. Our Rabble Masters can go. Trinisphere is a little bit interesting, as are the Damping and Spyglass for Aether Vial. Trinisphere is just interesting because it would slow my opponent down, but I don't think it slows them down enough. Bring these out. What else am I bringing out here? Probably just Pia Kirin Alar. They're creatures that just get bounced, and I don't want those bouncing to hand, because we'll lose. So we're going to look for Torpor Orb, Anger, Slag, Storm, Bridge, Blood Moon in hand. Going to look for that on turn 1, turn 2 if we can. And kind of go from there. Yes, I'd like to play first. Yeah, we'll keep this. Removal, turn 2, Blood Moon. No way to get rid of a Aether Vial if they play it, but we have this Spyglass, so shouldn't be too worrisome here. So we're gonna ritual out this Blood Moon here. I'm expecting this Aether Vial to do very little work, especially if they just put like a champion in. Another Aether Vial. So let's just Damping Matrix here. Alright, Aether Vials are down. Blood Mooned out. They need their basics at this point. We'll probably throw a Chalice on 1, I suppose. What a hand, opponent. What a hand. We'll just start with a Chalice on 1. We can put a Spyglass down as well. And I'll just name Aether Vial with this. Seeing a Deputy of Detention is to be expected. He had the business. He had a lot of Aether Vials. He just F6 through with the Damping Matrix, though he had no 1 or 2 drops. It's a pretty hard lock. They're going to need some help, that's for sure. I just need a threat now. A Chandra will do. Chandra will do. I think I have a Legion Warboss still. A Magus of the Moon would do as well. A lot of these things would do. They have things on 1, 2, and 3, so they're good to go if they ever get anything going. Simian Spirit Guide will work. They get rid of a Reflector Mage. So we have my opponent on a 10-turn clock. It's potentially good enough. A lot of this is... They have green and white typically as their basics. Go ahead and play this Walking Ballista here. Swing in for 2. I think we're good though. We have a double lock on their Aether Vials. We have Chalice on 1 to avoid Noble Hierarch, and we have a Blood Moon. So they're gonna need a lot of help. I'm going to F6 here, but I would not recommend it. But I'm okay to lose this Walking Ballista if they somehow got something down. Blue mana and they get a Phantasmal Image. They get to copy something here. Torpor Orb would probably seal the deal there. Let's run it back. So being on the draw, I still want a fast Blood Moon. I don't mind Spyglass as well, but Torpor Orb is probably a little bit nicer. We avoid some things like Freebooter. We avoid some other just nasty things. So we have a turn 1 Legion Warboss. That's probably the worst thing we could be doing. We have a turn 1 Chalice. Turn 2 Chandra, but that's probably not enough because they might have Thalia. Let's mulligan this hand. This hand's good. We'll keep this. We need to put... We'll put Legion Warboss on the bottom. Actually, we'll put Blood Moon. We have redundant Blood Moons. And now we'll put Legion Warboss down there. So we have Blood Moon and Blood Moon. They're going to attempt to take something with a Freebooter here, I think. And then we will just have Magus. And if it's Thalia, then we get the cheaper Blood Moon out. Auriok Champion. Looks like we're just going to have to beat that. Let's go ahead and play Creature Blood Moon here. Unlikely they have removal. I will probably follow this up with normal Blood Moon. I'm not expecting a Dismember. We'll see though. There's an Aether Vial. So my opponent is semi-unlocked here. Gonna get in for 1 here. That's cool. Let's go ahead and swing in ourselves. And I will play this Blood Moon just to have a little bit of redundancy here. So my opponent's on the Aether Vial plan here. I'd like to try to hold the bridge to a Torp Orb, but I also know that a freebooter could be coming here. So I think we have to play the bridge, as much as I wouldn't like to hold it. I don't want it being taken. There's a champion. My opponent could attack for 2 next turn. I could pitch Simian Spirit Guide and save us 2 points of damage. I also don't mind taking 2 and then playing Simian Spirit Guide. If it gets bounced, I can always exile it, and if it's needed, it can block. So we're gonna go ahead and wait. I'll take 2 here. Aether Vial. Playing a freebooter has to take a non-creature, non-land card. Simian Spirit Guide is safe. Let's go ahead and play Simian Spirit Guide here. Alright. So we know that there is a War Boss at the bottom. That's good because of this Oriarch Champion. We're looking for Chandra. This is a really good card here. Hopefully they don't have anything at 3. We'll see what they want to kill, though. Mantis Rider, that's completely fine. Alright, so now we just have to find a win condition here. Aether Vial has been named. So Chandra's our win condition. If we can find that, we'll be in great shape. They have a Mantis Rider they can play at one point. Play our Torp Orb, and at this point we should have a hard lock on our opponent. There they go. Hard lock, chat, all the way. The hard lock is Blood Moon doesn't let them cast anything of relevance. Bridge prevents them from attacking us. Spyglass prevents them from using Aether Vial to cheat things in. Torp Orb is going to prevent Knight of Autumn, Deputy of Detention, and Malcontents from killing us. Humans. Humans is a little bit of a unique deck because they're so so concentrated on the rainbow lands, the lands that can tap for any mana, that they can't play the whole basic game with us in the London Mulligan rule. By that, they're not going to be able to fetch their basics. They're going to have to simply rely on their Aether Vials or their basic lands. I guess he could have gotten green mana and then Noble Hierarch and then gotten something going, but he's needing his 1 or 2 of basic forest. And then, so the hard lock there would probably be Chalice on 1. Because he could make enough Noble Hierarchs with Phantasmal Images and Noble Hierarchs to then get under the bridge but make them like 5/5s every time. And there'd be like no way for me to kill them easily. I'd have to pick them off. I have Walking Ballista and Slagstorms and Angers to pick them off. But a true hard lock would be a Chalice on 1 after all of that. And then hoping that they don't have just like a Nature's Claim or something like that. Some card that would get around the Torp Orb. Knight of Autumn is that example. It just comes in ETB and kills stuff. How's Friday treating everyone? It may be a little bit shorter today. We're kind of tired from this week. Actually very tired. Very tired, chat. I haven't followed your Twitch, but is Leyline Sanctifying new, or is that doing well? It actually has come up, I think, once in the London Mulligan rule, right? Didn't we play against Burn? But I'm not recalling how well it did. It's new because of the London Mulligan rule. London Mulligan rule, by the way, has, for whatever reason, given us a lot of these one-landers. And I'm really struggling to keep a one-lander. This is a lot better. We'll keep this. Against an unknown opponent, I'm tempted to keep like Magus and Bridge here. So let's do that. We'll pitch this. Let's put Gemstone out. Getting rid of... Let's get rid of Bridge. There we go. A burn-esque matchup. Scavenger Grounds could be nice here if they have the Phoenix. And we're probably going to lead with the Ensnaring Bridge. Although that Blood Moon is tempting. We will lead still with the Ensnaring Bridge. Mono Red Phoenix. That's what it looks like, Shock. That's what it looks like. I'm going to need a little bit of help here. I guess I'm playing the creature next to block. So we can stop taking damage. And bolts me. And mutagenics. I'm at 3. Wow. Well, I'm gonna play Magus here. Kind of show him the full-on package here. I will be blocking. Okay. Okay. So this is where like Leyline we'll see if it works. Oh, magic. Align. Wait for the program to respond. There we go. All right, Leylines are going to come in here. Trinispheres are going to come in here. Angers, Eidolons. These all seem fine. Bridges are going to come out. Even though Bridge would stop them from attacking, we're going to treat it like Burn, in that these bridges are just not going to be very good. Blood Moons probably can come out, and so can Maguses. So that's 8. We could entertain Leylines here, the black ones, but I don't know if Phoenix is going to be something to worry about. I could probably keep 2 bridges in just in case. It's not ideal, but all the Blood Moon effects are not very good. So the question probably remains here of, is Leyline important or not? You could probably argue a Spyglass is fine for Burning Forge. It's not Burning Forge. What is the card? Isn't it Burning Forge? The one that's 2 mana. Every time you play a red spell, get a counter. Every turn, get a counter. Pay 3. Deal tons of damage. They could be mono red Prowess. That's true. That's true. We do have the Angers. Angers in a couple bridges kind of prevents us from maybe dying to Phoenix. We just have to empty our hand pretty quickly. I'm going to go with this and avoid the Spyglass and think that the Burning Forge Tender thing isn't in their deck. And if it is, I have 3 of Braids. Shrine, thank you. I'm like, Burning Forge, no. Shrine of the Burning Rage, yes. That card. I also get to play first. Maybe I find a Chalice. Leyline's powerful. If I don't find Leyline, I can't play it. But the Chalice is pretty decent, and I have a cleanup spell here. Alright. Let's keep... I'm going to put probably 2 Chalices on one. And then maybe the Warboss can get there after an Anger. Clean up the creatures they're going to play here. Start with this good old Chalice on 1. We saw Lightning Bolt, we saw Mutagenic, we saw some pretty nasty things. There's Smash to Smithereens. This is fine. We'll probably put another Chalice out on 1 here. Take a few points of damage to the face. Mutagenic Growth. Maybe I'm killing this. I think it's smarter to do another Chalice on 1 though. We'll do that, see if he wants to invest a little more in this dude here. Again, planning to Anger and then follow up with Warboss and Walking Ballista, perhaps. Alright, let's just Anger here and pass turn. Maybe we will be Warboss plus Eidolon. If we find another mountain, that's kind of tempting. They also might cast 2 things into this. Keep this alive. Okay. Well, we can put Walking Ballista on 2. Maybe kill this. Man, we're at 6. It's scary. Let's put Walking Ballista on 2 here and attempt to kill this immediately. He's tapped out, so you'd have to have another mutagenic growth. There we go. Feels reasonable. Let's ritual out a war boss here. Make sure we spend our mana accordingly. We'll Eidolon right behind it as well. We may not have to cast this Trinisphere. The Trinisphere makes it so they can't, like... I'm not really sure what the Trinisphere would gain us. Alright, so we get there. I think I want to keep these bridges in, kind of. They seem to be kind of on the plan of attack me, but they also are in the plan of hit me in the face. That or we just keep it as is, and I'm looking for like Trinisphere really fast or a ley line. Maybe that would help. Camber, no, it does not. Converted mana cost of a mutagenic growth is still 1. It just costs you 3. Technically, it will cost him 2 life plus 3. Yeah, we got to make it run out of steam here. Obviously, they have the smash to smithereens, so the chalices are a touch weak, as are in bridges. So I think we need to play where we need to find removal. Removal and maybe the ley line. So a braid and ley line looks like maybe the best, or anger ley line maybe. My opponent can obviously kind of use spells to make it larger. This is a terrible hand. We're gonna mulligan this. But yeah, I think I almost want Leyline. Leyline removal, Leyline bridge. We could do those. With mutagenic growth, he can pay 3 without paying the life, I think. He still has to pay for the spell. The spell is of green mana. He can't not pay the green mana. It just happens to still cost 3. So it technically cost him 2 life plus 3. Same for something like a person that's wanting to surgical. But if they have the black mana, then it only costs 3 and one of them has to be black. Yeah, the green. If it was like, yeah, if it was like a gut shot or something, it just costs 3, in this case for red. But the green causes him to have to do a little more. We're going to mulligan this. There's a 3-ball, no lands. I think I have to mulligan this again. There's Leyline and 3-ball and a bridge. And we have a gemstone. We're going to keep this. 2 cards to the bottom. I'm going to hazard it down. I think I'm going to just gemstone down. And then we're going to play Leyline here. I would like to play the gemstone, but then I'm just like sacking more and more stuff here. So I like this line just a touch more. Have I tried Crater Maker? I have not, but I've never really liked Crater Maker, even when we've tested them before London Mulligan. If I get a ritual effect here, Trinisphere is coming out first. Alright, we have 2 creatures here. We're getting hit for 3. We'll throw a chalice on 1. Maybe we can bait out the smash to smithereens here. They're at 3 mana, so they'll probably flashback Faithless. Nope, smash. Smash. Another land here. I'm not sure if I play Walking Ballista, Trinisphere, or Bridge. Don't have the mutagenic growth. Skewers. Skewers this guy by accident. Alright, so if I make it so they can play only 1 spell next turn, then maybe if I draw a land, we're good. We'll just hope their 1 spell is not like mutagenic growth. If their one spell's mutagenic, we're in a little bit of a problem. Having Walking Ballista might be really handy if we hit the 4th land. I can also... I can't actually anymore. I can't Walking Ballista out of the hand. So we're going to get hit for 4 here. I can't get Walking Ballista out of the hand because of the Trinisphere now. Which is maybe a little bit awkward. Rabblemaster plays around... Actually, it doesn't play around too much. If they bolt this, then they win. Or Rift Bolt it. I guess we were supposed to play Bridge there. If we play Bridge there, then... Well, if we play Bridge there, then the Sorcery Speed could still get us. They would just need something that tags something. Kind of explains why Bridge wasn't the greatest card in that matchup. But Leyline definitely shut them down for a while. They just got us. They just got us. We know that matchup's a little bit of a coin flip. They played the Rift Bolt, but we don't know if they had like another Smash to Smithereens or something. I'm going to go ahead and assume that there's at least 2, probably 3 or 4 post-board of Smashes. That is fair to assume. Artifacts tend to hose that deck, as do enchantments, like Leyline and Bridge. Game 2, where we lost, getting hit for a ton was a little bit tough. Alright, we're going to keep this. We're going to pitch the... Let's pitch the Mountain. Pitching the Mountain, we can Chalice on 1. We're looking for another land. Inquisition here. So I think they take Chalice here, and we're going to probably slam a Rabblemaster. We're a little ways away from Chandra. If they can't remove the Rabblemaster, maybe they take that and I get a Chalice on 1, and then I have Desperate Ritual. Looks like that's the route we're going here. Not going to provide any more info to them. We do have Chandra, though. Chandra's going to be protected from a Thoughtseize here with the Chalice on 1. So she's pretty guaranteed to be down. The question is, what will be across from us? Our opponent is Jund, it looks like. I think we could be seeing a Liliana here. I want to get a Chandra down. I'm guessing that they don't have something like a K command here. If they do, though, they probably go Chalice and Chandra, and we get to play the Rabblemaster. We have the Scavenging Grounds for the Assassin's Trophy. All right. Let's say we have a Scavenger Ground for the Graveyard in case. In case Tarmogoyf shows up. Could really use a Blood Moon. I kind of like this Rabblemaster here at this point, because it doesn't die easily to just a Liliana. Tireless Tracker plays a land. Can fetch with said land too. I'll go ahead and cast Simian Spirit Guide here. I'm really tempted to go ahead and just attack him with Rabblemaster. I don't mind the trade. I don't think they trade. Oh, okay. They do trade. They also don't respect a Blood Moon. Okay. A little bit interesting plays from my opponent. I probably, if I was them, I would probably consider keeping around the Taro Striker. Okay, this makes a little more sense. They're gonna get rid of one of our dudes. No Blood Moon effect. We can hit Liliana though. I'm gonna hold this card in case a K command becomes relevant or Liliana the Veil. We do kill this if they don't play another creature here, and if they're cracking a clue to get something, might be a little bit difficult for them to block. They could play Bob or Tarmogoyf for Scavenging News after that. I guess if they were to play like a Scavenging News... Oh, okay. K command. And Inquisitions us, finding nothing. I'm almost tempted to crack this in case I find something. This gets creatures back too. Let's go ahead and crack this. I don't think it's getting any better. I have the land in hand. It's an alright land. Pass turn. They don't get anything back. They don't have a land in play. Tarmogoyf's really small. Scavenging News wouldn't be very good. This turn they may just cash in some clues here. We do have to deal with this Liliana Last Hope. It is a fickle card for us to deal with. Bloodbraid Elf and Dark Confidant choosing to cast. We'll go ahead and cash in our Ruins. Any deserts we would draw from here on out are going to be Ruins. We only had the one Scavenger Grounds. Finding a Braid. Do we kill this? Probably. I kind of like the idea of it hurting him, but drawing so many extra cards, I think we just lose that game. That'll draw them out to outs like Assassin's Trophy, Abrupt Decay, and other things. Where here, if I top deck something, maybe they just don't have it in hand. They're not as deep into the deck. Cashing in a clue. Maybe they cash in one more clue. Verdant Catacombs. Alright. Kieran Alar's a card. Liliana kind of takes care of the Thopter tokens, though. I'm expecting one to disappear. We might get in with 3. Seeing Pia Kieran Alar, it makes it kind of... would have been kind of worthwhile to see. Oh, never mind. Dark Confidant stick around, but with that kind of Maelstrom Pulse kind of shenanigans here, I think we just block to preserve our life total. Blood Moon's been very vacant this match. There's a Forest. I'm thinking Scavenging News and Tarmogoyf for things they have in hand now, and they have the Bloodstained Mire. We are going to take 6 here. Maybe 7. Opponent chooses not to shock in. That's fine. This is a 4/4, 7, 8, 9. I guess the best draw would be Bridge into Blood Moon, avoiding a Assassin's Trophy or Abrupt Decay here. Yeah, I've drawn quite a few lands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lands? It's like half my lands. Half my lands in the first 20 cards. First 18. I've drawn half cards. So I could show Hazoret. The only downside to that is they attack with this, this, and this. And they get in enough damage, so not gonna show Hazoret. Not gonna show Mom Dog. Okay. Spyglass can come in here. I don't think I want any of the Leyline stuff. I think for the most part, this stock list is pretty good. Probably can swap one Chalice out here. Maybe one Anger out for another Chalice. Couple Eidolons in here. We need to be aggressive. Leyline of Sanctity is interesting, but because I'm keeping kind of bridge in, I don't think I want to accidentally draw those. Being low to the ground with Blood, or not Blood Moon, with Rabblemaster and Eidolon, I think is where we want to be. This hand's pretty good. So we're going to keep this. Turn 1 Thoughtseize or something's going to take probably the Ritual or Blood Moon, but then we just start powdering them away with a bunch of Rabblemasters. It's not turn 1 Blood Moon, but it's definitely turn 2 if they don't interact with us. My opponent can find their basics, though, and this is where the London Mulligan rule probably hurts us a little bit. We'll see how much it does hurt us. Alright, Mountain, pass turn. Pass them turns. By the way, we're against Enraged Zucchini. Alright, so fetch Shock, Inquisition, take Blood Moon, probably. We have 5 draws to Blood Moon, and we have, if we draw a land, we're definitely slamming Rabblemasters and stuff. I think if we were to find a ritual effect, I may play Chandra behind this. We don't, though, and they decide to take a ritual effect instead, leaving us with Blood Moon and Rabbles. Tap land, nothing else. Because of this, we're going to go ahead and jam Blood Moon. Opponent decided to try to keep us off our 3rd mana source. We naturally drew the land. Apparently drawing a lot of lands. Here I will play Rabblemaster to close this game out. Or my opponent will concede. Hello. How's it going? Just as an FYI, she's been kind of itching all her spots. And then she actually, all right, submit. Luckily we drew those lands. Wonder if we could build something here, chat. Are you up for building something? Let's see here. If I were to do this. Let's try this. If we draw a land, if we draw a land, this isn't gonna work. Alright, so if we draw a land here, we get to turn 1 Magus, but they probably are Thoughtseizing us, so let's mulligan this. This hand is pretty cool. Let's keep this. Let's put a mountain on the bottom. 1 less land we're going to draw. I'm expecting to draw a land. And we have scavenger grounds to get rid of Tarmogoyfs. Ooh. Alright, I've been baited, chat. Turn 1. Let's do Rabblemaster. Turn 1 Rabblemaster. Don't bolt me. Don't bolt me, opponent. Oh my gosh, they have the bolt. We got baited, chat. Tarmogoyf. Oh. Don't Thoughtseize me. Don't Thoughtseize me. We should have been a little softer with our acceleration. Liliana here. We will play Legion War Boss out. This is probably a punt on our side. We do find the land. We'll play Blood Moon out here. Not the bridge, because if I find something, I want to be able to attack. So the hope here is to find land and then Hazoret. Unfortunately, I grow the Tarmogoyf by pitching this bridge, and my opponent probably knows this to make sure they put something like land. And then Eidolon. I'll play Eidolon. We'll see if they make me sacrifice it with Liliana here. We probably could have won this if we were a little less aggressive with our Rabble Master. Discarding card. I can't really block this. I need to tick Lily once here. So I get to get a Walking Ballista here. I think I'm going to allow Lily the opportunity to ult. Careful. I don't know if that's a punt or not. They do ult. Let's see what they want to do here. Blood Moon and versus lands. I will definitely keep this. Choose a pile of sacrifice. We'll sacrifice this pile. It's pretty obvious. I get a couple turns here. Let's just chill for one turn here. I'm not playing anything next turn anyway. Land? No land. So I gotta draw my lands at some point here. We might be dead. It's a 6-7. Yeah, I think we're dead. So if we didn't play the Rabble Master out so aggressively, we would have been fine. But aggressively we're... By the way, our Jund opponent like never found any basics. I don't know if they're just being super greedy with their mana base or just unlucky. But we played straight into the bolt. Probably should have seen that because of the black cliff cleaves. But they didn't play any bolts game one. It's hard to say that that was obvious what they were playing. Alright, let's join our next match here. Match number 4. Opponent is Matt Young. We're 1-2. Let's recover here. Let's recover. We'll keep this. We're going to play Gemstone Caverns out to disguise what we are, and then see if we can Magus right behind it. Blood Crypt. Going to Inquisition us. Takes the Chalice of the Void. Go ahead and Magus here. Opponent doesn't do anything on their turn. Let's go ahead and play a Simian Spirit Guide. Bolting Magus, pass turn. This is alright, we have a Scavenger Grounds that's now in play. My opponent's also on just apparently one land. Go ahead and tick up here. Ooh, Hazard would have been nice. Would have been a nice next draw. It's alright, we're going to do 4 a turn. Or our opponent will concede. We don't know much about our opponent here. Blood Moon probably hurts them. There may be Mardu. I'll probably bring in a few... my Angers. Maybe Anger, Eidolons. Maybe a couple of Trinispheres. Go down 1 Blood Rune, 1 Ritual Effect, 1 Magus, 1 Bridge. One braid. One Legion War Boss. Kind of a taking out a bunch of one-ofs. I'm kind of putting them on a Mardu type of plan. So a couple, the Anger is an extra sweeper. Eidolons will prevent them from kind of cantripping through their Faithless Lootings. Trinisphere slows down the deck a little bit. So we're going to go that route. That'll be our plan. Alright, I'm assuming my opponent will try to keep a little more here. Keep, I'm going to play Gemstone out. They hated the Chalice before. I'm going to get rid of Walking Ballista. Plan to do Chalice and then try to follow it up with Pia Kirnalar. I'm expecting this to get taken again. They took the Chalice and never played anything last game, sorry. So, not totally sure where they're going with it. Maybe another Thoughtseize here. Basic planes. Young Pyro. So we are right about the Mardu stuff. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. They're down to 4 cards here. We can put a Pia Kirnalar into play. Could also just do this. I think we can do that next turn. Get this Desperate Ritual out of hand. No guarantee to draw the land next turn. If they have a Bolt or something, or they're doing something to remove these, then this Trinisphere might like shut off things next turn. We do get the 3rd land. So Young Pyro plus something. Maybe Lingering Souls. So Lingering Souls will cost another 3. A K command would be annoying. Hit Pia, make us dump something. They return Young Pyro. I'm kind of okay with this with the Anger being drawn. But they return Young Pyro and killed Pia Kirnalar. I guess I'm going to get in for about 4-ish damage, maybe a little bit more because of this Trinisphere. Because they're going to play Young Pyro here, and then they're going to try to play something else next turn. And I'm going to be getting in for little incremental points of damage. We will play this Eidolon into all of this, I think. Kind of force my opponent to deal with Eidolon or deal with our flying creatures. If they do play Lingering Souls, I might wait until the second half of the Lingering Souls and then try to wipe the board. Opponent's at 14. So this is where Trinisphere slows down this deck just a little bit. Hey Fluff, taking Pyro Prison to a 1k tomorrow. Rocking main board Eidolons, even though that's probably not good. Hey man, you play how you want to. That is what you do. There's Lingering Souls. Take 2. Make a dude. My opponent should know that I don't want to get rid of this, and probably should consider block or attacking. Let's just hold back here. I'm going to force them to play the second Lingering Souls. The extra Anger is just a little too much here. A little too much. Your mainboard Eidolons, and if you're running 4 or 5 or 6 Rabble Masters effects, then you're going to be very aggro, which actually wouldn't be too bad. This matchup would probably prefer to be a little more aggro. My opponent does nothing here. Okay. We'll just go bounce back and forth here. Your turn, opponent. Ooh. Lightning Bolt's my Eidolon here. Okay. They're taking all sorts of damage to do this. So now they'll play the other half of this Lingering Souls and I can wipe the board. We'll be blocking with Thopters. 2 damage. I'll go to 18, it looks like. That's all they can play. Keep in mind, Trinisphere is keeping them still on 1 spell a turn. Not as aggro as it should be. Let's block these and see what my opponent wants to do. Maybe I can encourage them to play these Lingering Souls. Do it. Play the Lingering Souls. This is a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 2 more mana to kill this. Need 1 more mana to kill it. I'm gonna go ahead and risk it and see if I can't double anger here behind this. Being able to double anger would be really good. I can't do it off a ritual effect. I can do it off a Simian Spirit Guide though. So we have Lingering Souls. We're going a little bit extra wide. I'm going to take a big hit to the face here. 6, 7, 8. Going to 12. I'm okay with that. If I get another spell here and I can wipe the board, then that would be really good. What is this? Faithless looting. Doing some looting. Looting, looting, looting. Thoughtseize. A bridge is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Let's anger here. We'll worry about this Bedlam Reveler. I have a feeling this bridge just gets killed by a K command. Pretty obvious. Lingering Souls here. So they hit us for 5 here. Then they have 4 in the air. They're looking real bad. We can anger again here. He'd have to dump a lot into this. Let's try this line. Maybe I should be firing this off now, in case he has an additional Bedlam Reveler. That's a miserable card to see. 1, 2, 3. Sort of need everything. Are they gonna just lightning bolt me? Opponent. Okay. Alright. Gotcha. If I waited 1 more turn, I had died anyway based on the Lingering Souls that were out there. This is where a Chain Whirler would be really nice. Let's bring Legion Warboss back in. I can't do these ley lines. I just can't. I kind of need bridge here. Maybe I like Torp Orb a little better than these Eidolons. Maybe. Maybe I like these out. Why not anger and bridge in the 1 turn? I had 5 mana. Right? I'm positive I had 5 mana. Did I not? Did I have 6 mana? If I had 6 mana, then I have goofed. Oh, I goofed. You can punt me. I've goofed. How about you just punt instead of spelling it out? Takes up less space. Alright. This hand's pretty aggressive. So we apparently had 6 mana. Alright. I'm gonna hope for another land off the top. Have the anger to wipe the board, and then we have the rebels for days. See if we can't make our opponent pay. Swamp. Thoughtseize or Inquisition here. Inquisition. Taking whatever they can't deal with. They don't like our Rabble Masters. They don't like that many of them. We'll go ahead and give them the information that we've got, the draw. your chance to take another one, opponent. I think if they play a creature here, we have to just anger it. Looks like we're going to play the whole fun game here. Let's do this now. Eidolon's fine to draw here and play into. I think they're clearly representing a removal spell. They didn't play anything on turn 2. They know they need to establish some sort of board here. I'll just do this casually, force them to do something. I'm happy to play behind this, taking damage. I don't know if they're happy to do that. I think my board would be more aggressive than their passive board of Young Pyro. This comes into play tapped. So there's the fetch. The fetch and maybe like a fatal push or something they were hoping to do. Take minimal damage. But now they have the Eidolon to deal with. They know these two Rabble Master effects exist. What's a poor person gonna do here? They get their land. Are we gonna see Lingering Souls here maybe? Could see Lingering Souls. Okay, command. Lingering Souls takes 2. Alright, like I said, I'm fine to play right behind this. Ooh. Chalice on 1 is tempting. Chalice on 1's kind of tempting because they could bolt or fatal push or faithless looting. And I think the Chalice on 1 is reasonable. They didn't have red until this past turn because this came into play tapped. Alright. We'll take the 2, we'll go to 18. They can attack in the air. Take us to 16, then replay this, then they'll be at 14. I think if we bounce back and forth here, we may be okay. The other thing we can entertain doing is angering right behind this. If they play the extra Lingering Souls, clear the board. This gives them the option to start playing things, but then we have our double rabble effects behind it. And before playing Anger, if they do play Lingering Souls, I attack in to try to get the Eidolon cleared off. Kaya. Oh, hello. Gonna gain some life, I see. Or take my Chalice. Or take my Chalice. Let's play a Legion War Boss. Send the 1 token at her. Ow. There will be quite a few Lingering Souls after this, perhaps. We have the Abrade to maybe do something tricksy. Here's the Bolt. Bolting Legion War Boss, probably. Yep. So there's that. Chalice on 1 would have paid off. Would have. I'm tempted to attack here. Tempted to. Not going to. If at least 1 creature card was exiled. So they'll gain 2 here. Exile up to 2 cards. So they just have to exile just 1. And then next turn they exile again. It's clever. They know about other Rabble Master here. Plays Lingering Souls, takes the 2 damage. Attacks for 2 in the air. I'd probably try to make them play something towards this Rabble Master instead of the Eidolon. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that route. It does put another creature in the yard if this doesn't stick here. I guess that's going to happen anyway with this Eidolon. So they do Bolt again. think at this point it's worth attacking. Although I'm not sure how we beat Kaya here now. Spyglass is in the yard, and Spyglass is in the sideboard. Red Prison's struggling, chat. Red Prison is on the struggle here with the London Mulligan rule. Hits for 2. They just need to get this to 5 here, and I'll have exactly 5 cards out. So we're dead in 3 turns. I think we're dead like next turn. All right, we'll anger. Kaya can still do up to 5 damage here next in 2 turns. Any bolt or something will probably finish us off here. If there is no bolt or action from my opponent, maybe the Chandra can get there. It's a long shot though. But maybe they flood out. Maybe they flood out. My opponent is sort of F6ing through their turn. Oh. Thoughtseize is a good top deck for my opponent. They don't take Chandra though. They have a Bedlam Reveler right behind this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like they do. And a Thoughtseize right behind. Oh no, just Inquisition. Just Inquisition. It's probably Chandra tick down at this point. Can't take a hit from this. We literally die next turn if we take a hit from this. We also now just have to hope that my opponent doesn't have like K-Command, a Bolt, a lot of things, honestly. My opponent apparently likes to play on their second main phase. Land? This is going to go up one more time, probably. We have the anger in case they do play a lot of creatures here. Manamorphose. Don't hit me with Fire Chicken here. That'd be miserable. Helix would do it. Young Pyro doesn't do it. Alright, Young Pyro into Lingering Souls. Recast Lingering Souls? That would be a small misstep on their part. Alright, alright. We have an anger. We're going to do 2. Got 14 life to chip away through. Alright, we got the bonus. Let's do it through here. In case I top it. Did not. Alright. Well, anger first. Slagstorm could hit face. I'm expecting this Kaya to do stuff here. Do they gain life? They gain the life as well. So I have 8 cards. Never mind. Never mind, chat. Doesn't matter. They put 8 cards in my grave or my exile. Oh, Kaya. I thought I was at 7. I guess they just do that one more turn. I'd have to find a way to get rid of that card immediately. Well, chat. That's disappointing. All right. All right, chat. I'm gonna throw it to you guys for a vote. We're gonna either rerun Pyro Prison, we're gonna play Red Black Prison, or we're gonna play something else, and we'll play one last league. While we're doing that, let me see if I have enough play points to play another league. Let me just see real quick. I do not. So let's open some chests while you guys give me your thoughts. Oh no, it's stuck. We're gonna open a few chests to get my play points that I need. I need 100. And then we'll decide what we're doing. You'd like to see red black? Ooh. Narc. 5 points. Got a little ways to go. We could play red black. Blood operative. There's 25 play points. That's above average for the cost of a treasure chest. 5. So we have 1 and 1 choices there so far. The giant Adaphage, 15 play points. We have another vote for Pyros again. Looks like red and black may not be on the on the menu tonight. It may just be Pyro all the way through. Chain reaction. Not getting many play points. There we go, 20. Territorial Allosaurus. He's territorial, chat. What do we got here? 104. 109. Shadow of the Grave. Return to your hand all cards in your graveyard that were discarded. I need like 15 more play points. There we go. Utter End. It's a fun card. Alright. Open a few treasure chests. That way we could get enough play points. We're kind of burning through play points, unfortunately, but it happens. Let's see here. Do we want to run this list or do we want to run something a little more aggressive or more prison-y? Oh no, we have 2 votes and 2 votes. Well, if I'm gonna break the tie, it's gonna be probably Pyro tonight. What do we got here? I could play an aggro version that I was working on. This kind of tickles the fancy of some people. Alright, we have a vote for Pyro again. So we'll probably go Pyro, but I could play in a more aggressive Pyro, and it has a black card in it. What do we think about that? We forego all graveyard hate. We go very aggressive. Double down on Hazard. We double down on Stormbreath Dragon. We're afraid of artifacts, so we have a couple ways to deal with that. What do we think about this list? It's a little different, a little more aggressive. A little more aggressive. You know you want to say yes, chat. You know you want to. Utility cards here. You know you want to. Alright, let's play this list. Blood Moon, some Cavern of Souls. Because why not? Got some dragons. Got some goblins. No Eidolon. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, this will be the last... Let's see here. I believe it was this one. This will be the last league of the night. I was going to keep it a little short tonight. I've been saying that a lot lately, but it's got to happen. Long week, chat. It's Friday. Got to get that rest for that weekend. Get them Z's in. Get those little Z's in. Get that rest. Alright. So this deck tries to power through wins quickly and tries to prey on decks that are going to play multiple spells a turn. Storm, Phoenix, Grixis Death Shadow for the Trinisphere kind of package. It will prey on blue-white as well. It will lose hard to Jund. I have played Legacy Prison a couple times. I am very bad at Legacy. It's just not my thing. I'm not very good at it. I leave that to the Legacy pros. Alright, we're going to keep this. We have a Hazard, we have a Chandra, we have a turn 2 Blood Moon, and we are on the plate. See if we can't sneak out this Blood Moon, maybe dismember something that's annoying, and win the game, right, chat? That's what we're trying to do here. Concealed Courtyard. My opponent does not play anything else. Let's go ahead and just ritual out this Blood Moon right now. The Chalice of the Void will probably come down next, and we'll see if we can't win one here. 1-0 at F&M. Pyroclastic +1 War Prison. +1? War Prison? Oh, you played against War Prison. Gotcha. I got you, my friend. Alright, we'll Chalice on 1, and then we're going to lead with Rabblemaster into into Chandra. Order will be as such. Okay. We'll just play Rabblemaster here. We have to ritual it out, but I think this will have our opponent concede. By the way, Uncle DB, we played an entire league while you were at F&M. Just kind of an interesting kind of thing here. Alright, we're going to bring Angers and Torpor Orbs in here. I'm expecting maybe some Planeswalkers or something like that too, so we're bringing the Spyglasses in. Black-white typically means like creatures of some sort, so we'll take the Legion War Bosses out. I think I'll leave maybe these Dismembers in as removal. I need 2 more spells. I'm tempted to take just 2 Hazards out. We don't know a whole lot about my opponent. We didn't let them teach us the ways of their deck. So we'll kind of play a little bit of a assuming black-white Eldrazi Planeswalker-esque. Alright, we're going to keep this. I'm not worried about a required... Alright, well, good luck, opponent. Blood Moon again. Let's go. Let's go again, opponent. Black mana has been found. A Dark Confidant from my opponent. Get out of here, Dark Confidant. What was the win ratio? I know you were hurting pretty back. Oh, we didn't win lots. Let's just say that. Let's Chandra tick down on Dark Confidant again. I don't think they have too many hasty threats, and I can tick up and do Anger the Gods. I'm trying to prevent my opponent from drawing cards this game. We lost it 1-3. The league. Anger will pass over. We'll pass the turn. Any creature will be a small one, I think. Let's go ahead and play Rabble. I'm thinking we might have this one against my black-white opponent here. Sometimes you just run into stuff that you just can't deal with, and sometimes you run into stuff that you can deal with. A good example is our black-white opponent was lacking a way to kill our Blood Moon. We got a Blood Moon out pretty quick against them both times, avoiding a Thoughtseize. And they had Dark Confidants, and we actually had 3 ways to remove them. So, as nice as all that was, we probably prevented them from drawing, 3 cards a turn. And probably won that second game because of it. What did we dodge? We dodged Thoughtseize, clearly, or Inquisition. My opponent didn't have it. And so that's probably why we won. You call that the stickball rust syndrome? You're new to the scene. You don't even know what the fluffy hand means. It's all right. We welcome new people to the scene. Russ has just been streaming a lot more than he used to lately, which is good. But I can quite honestly say he got some of the mannerisms from me. All right, we're against numbers here. We can't keep this 1 land. We're gonna mulligan. This hand's a little more interesting. We'll keep it. I'm probably gonna just have to get rid of Hazoret here. See if this member can get us there. Russ over-exaggerates how often he gets behind or messed up by things. Cavern of Souls, probably Humans. Bridge is looking good here, and it's good to be... Humans was named. Good to have the Hazard at the bottom. I don't want that copied. Alright, so we are weaker to humans because we are the aggro package version. Just saying. He says that a lot. Alright, show me Thalia here. We are going to have to kill Thalia. I know we're going to take some damage to do this. But I'd rather kill that and top deck this sweet, sweet land. Sweet, sweet land. We're so far behind in this humans match. Not even funny, chat. Not even funny. I expect this to grow again here. Uh-oh. Don't put the Thalia's lieutenant out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Uh-oh, that Thalia is just really bad. Rabble Master's up to the plate here. Come on, Rabble. Land. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Alright, I think my opponent has it, so we'll go ahead and concede. The humans. Like I said, we're weak to humans a little bit here. At least game 1, because we're a lot of creatures. We weren't drawing a land anyway, apparently. No lands. Alright. Sorcerer's Spyglasses are in. Torp Orbs are in. Angers are in. Trinospheres are probably not. What's out? Dismember's fine. Blood Moon's great. We'll start with Rabble Masters out. And also take the War Bosses. Oh, no. 2 Hazards and 2 War Bosses. Bring these 8 in. Is there anything else I'd want? Shattering Spree gets awkward if I can't get it out of hand. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Take care of that Thalia. Play that Blood Moon. Blood Moon on turn 2 would be great here. We might mulligan. We might play more aggressively for our mulligans here because we are unfavored in this matchup due to the way we have our main board set up. If our main board was a little more classic Pyro Prison list, I'd say we'd be fine. But because of the way we built this version, we are a little bit behind the 8-ball here. Of course I'd like to play first. Are you kidding me? Alright, we're going to keep this. Chalice and 1 can come out pretty quick. We have the Dismember to get rid of a Noble Hierarch here. Perfect. So we'll kill Noble Hierarch. We're going to just hope they don't have a not a Chalice. We'll hope they don't have an Aether Vial here. If they don't have an Aether Vial, then we probably have them. If they do, they do. But if they don't, we'll get Chalice on 1 and probably be good from here. Yeah, we're good. We're good, chat. We did it. We beat humans. This is how you beat them. Why not Spree for Vial? Because if they don't ever play the... They never play the Vial, then the Spree gets stuck in hand in an awkward situation. And from there, we can't get rid of it, and things like Noble Hierarchs and then Thalias can start attacking us. It's not really a card. They have 4 Aether Vials. I'd rather have just kind of the removal. These come in for like Affinity. They come in for Hardened Scales. They'll come in for Tron. They'll come in for... Those are probably the main ones that they come in for. I would not bring them in for an Aether Vial deck. I'd rather let my opponent play things through Aether Vial and try to remove them with my 2 Dismembers, 2 Braids, 2 Angers, and 4 Chandras. And I'd rather try to ritual out a Trinosphere to kind of slow things down. So we have a Chalice on 1 and we have a Dismember here. I'm going to attempt this keep. This one's a little bit of an oddball keep here. But we can get a Chalice on 1 pretty quick. I can Dismember the first thing that they play as well, slow them down a little bit. And maybe I can get the Chandra going and find our lock pieces. My opponent's mulled to 5 cards, kept 5, and is discarding 2 cards. They'll be a little bit behind us. So this removal is probably important here. If they go turn 1 Aether Vial, obviously the Chalice is a little weaker. A little itty bit weaker. A little bit. Play this out. We'll get rid of one more Chandra. Let's turn off these auto yields. I actually want to use this Dismember. Looks like a great target to hit. I would like to hit this target. Please, thank you. Have a nice day. Alright, so we'll take 4. I'm not too worried about taking 4. My opponent's down to 3 here. As much as I would like to play War Boss here, I'm going to play Chalice with the idea that they may only have Aether Vial behind this. A Thalia would be annoying. A Freebooter is completely fine. They'll take Chandra here. I'll then play War Boss. Down to 2 cards. I'm playing War Boss, which is my weakest card. Luckily, I do not have to play it off of a ritual effect. Alright, so we are looking for removal at this point. Dogfight, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How are you? Thalia's Lieutenant here. 2/3. Opts not to attack. Let's go ahead and play Simian Spirit Guide. Pass turn. It's awkward if they play a Thalia here because the ritual doesn't get me to 4. But if I can't cast something at 4 anyway, it's probably not happening. Counter Souls, preventing Chalice from doing Chalice things. A little awkward. Gonna hit for 3 in the air. Perfect. Let's go ahead and attack with these 2. See if I can get in a point of damage or 2. And then we'll play Bridge. Alright, so Bridge is down. Chalice in 1. They do have Noble Hierarch. We're looking for removal. They can't attack with Freebooter here. We're looking okay. I'd like to see an Abrade here or another Dismember. The Dismembers get a little awkward, but I do have a black source here. Looks like we're going to copy Legion War Boss here. Okay. Now this becomes a 2/2. Ooh. Oh ho ho. Let's not worry about it this turn here. Extra rituals are annoying. Okay. I hate dumping both of these because if I draw a 4 mana spell, we're in a little bit of trouble. But I don't mind starting to create blockers. They're going to do the same here. So we have to find a Chandra to probably win this. They're going to try to find their ETB creature to win this. Knight of Autumn right here would probably win it. Thalia is annoying, so I need running lands now. That's not a good card to draw. So I have to send in 1 goblin here. Luckily I have these 2 to block. Or just another goblin. I need a land now. I guess it's good that I got rid of the ritual effects because of this Thalia. Probably at end step I would have had to cast them for 3 mana. Not gotten any value out of them. Oh, what is this doing? It's running like a crazy loon. Alright, Deputy of Detention means we might be almost dead here. So everything's going to be sent in here. I think I let's see here. I'm gonna mentor, so 5. So if I block 1 here, and I block 2 here, can I get away with this? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then he has a Noble here. So I have a couple turns to find what I need to. If I draw think this is how it has to be. Because then this lets me play the bridge, and if I get a land, we're good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, cards. Alright, so it has to be a bridge here. I do have the blocker. So he hits me for 1-2. Oh no. Phantasmal image, copying deputy detention, and we're dead, chat. We're dead. We're dead. Oh, humans. Alright, so humans takes it on 1 and 3. We take it in game 2. A little bit of a shame there. We probably could have more aggressively mulliganed game 3, but got a little excited there. How we doing tonight, chat? Freakazoid. The list is slightly different. That's the first list we played. This list includes some caverns and extra war bosses. Very aggressive deck list. Going to be weak against creature matchups for sure. Because we're all creatures at the beginning, but we're not big creatures, we're tiny little creatures. Tiny little creatures. So we have 3 matches left for tonight. I'm going to have to figure out something for the summer here. This room gets really warm. Florida on the beach on vacation. That sounds pretty good. You're almost out there at midnight though. It's kind of late. Gonna fall asleep out there? We're 1-1. My opponent's 1-1. We have 3 4-drops. I think we can do better than this. We're gonna mulligan. My opponent does have a merfolk as their avatar. So we'll keep the hand that contains the bridge. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Simian Spirit Guide. It helps us ritual things out, but I'm gonna go with my opponent might be some creature deck. Maybe just getting a little bit lucky. Maybe not. Maybe not. Ancient Sturian's here. Probably. Not probably. Ah. I should just put on some ocean noise right now for myself. Relax. Relax to that ocean sounds. What is my opponent going to get? A basic forest. There was nothing else for you, opponent? Nothing else. Alright, player land, pass the turn. We have this Abrade. Could remove something. Inky. Welding jar. Alright, we're a little ways away from this bridge doing a whole lot. Since we do have the lands. Maybe a reason to have kept Simian Spirit Guide. Throne of Geth. Mox Opal. They haven't played this forest yet. Legion War Boss is not exactly where we want to be. It looks like they may just want to hit us once and use the Throne of Geth to go the distance. I guess I have to remove this, or attempt to. They'll regen it. I'm pretty sure we lose next turn, though, probably. Oh, they eat it and just go for their Arcbound Ravager. Well, that's interesting. Alright, we'll play Creature down. We're playing Creature because Bridge doesn't do enough yet. This will go throw itself into the Arcbound Ravager and lose. They kept their Welding Jar for this Arcbound Ravager. It's kind of interesting to me. They don't have a second creature to pass the the counters to. I guess if this is like walking ballista though, then we're in a bit of trouble. Yeah. Proliferate, sacrificing Darksteel Citadel, or Mox Opal, that works. Make these 3/3s. Removes War Boss, swings in for 3. This would be a great match for Shattering Spree, by the way. Alright, Blood Moon doesn't do enough here. I think we're going to go ahead and play Chandra, tick down, try to kill Walking Ballista, get rid of this Welding Jar. They do. Okay. That way if we top deck, say, an Abrade here, or a... Okay, Blood Moon might be important here. Ink Moth Nexus is worrisome. Hardened Scales is really difficult because they attack from so many different angles. They're going to attack for 5 here. Probably a little bit more. I imagine they split this and go after Chandra. But if I play, like, say, Bridge down here, then they just probably plop it all on the Ink Moth Nexus. So do I have to play Blood Moon? It's probably I have to play Blood Moon here. And hope I don't die. They always have lethal. They have lethal quite a few different ways, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure they have lethal here. So the lethal attack here is attacking with both of these, sacrificing Throne of Geth, putting extra 1 counter, then sacrificing this onto here. Along with this Arcbound Worker, they're definitely got it. If we didn't, and we played the Bridge, they get under Bridge. They ping to get under Bridge, and then they sacrifice these cards to get enough counters here. My opponent has enough. I don't think I really want to show them any more information. If I play Bridge and Legion War Boss, they just sacrifice this, put it on, and then hit us for enough damage. So we'll concede to our lovely friend over there. The merfolk looking guy. Hardened Scales, though, we have a lot of options for. So we have Trinisphere, we have Shattering Sprees, we have Anger of the Gods, and we have the Spyglasses. So all of these come in. I think, honestly, we've potentially been playing this matchup a little bit incorrect. I think we still want to be aggressive. I'm going to go ahead and go down the Chalices. I know this seems weird, but I think they've always been a problem for me. They get a throne or an animation module, and then they just proliferate. And then they put the Chalice on, like, 2 or 3, and then I can't cast anything. So we're going to go with super wide board or a very aggressive prison board. And with the blended mulligan roll, we should be able to hit one or the other. All right. Let's keep this. We're keeping because we see Shattering Spree here. That's about the only reason I'm keeping. We're missing a lot of other cards that could benefit us, but we have 3 mountains plus a Simian Spirit Guide. Shattering Spree can hit 4 things. So I'm not too worried about it. Not doing enough here. Mox Opal. Arcbound Worker. Ancient Stirrings. I guess Chalice on 0 is about the only thing I would want if I had Chalice for this card exactly. Welding Jar. I'm going to take another turn here. I can use the Dismember to kill this or something else. I want to get as many things with Shattering Spree as I can. They didn't have a second welding jar. They would have played pretty much any of the 0 drops they would have had. And Dismember might be really good against Ink Moth as well here. It's a Horizon Canopy. They already played their land for the turn. So this is a 1/1. Alright, so if we kill here, I can then use Shattering Spree off Simian Spirit Guide and kill everything that's left. It's probably fine. We could also Anger now and see if they want to get frisky with this. Let's do that, and if they do kind of get a little frisky with it, I can Simian Spirit Guide Shattering Spree it. Frisky would be they sack these things to make a 4/4. That'd be 3 cards for 1, 2, 3, 4, including one that I can't kill. Look at this, chat. They're getting frisky. Cool. So let's do this. We'll replicate 0 times. Kill this off. They can do Horizon Canopy and attack with Ink Moth. Gotta accept that as a possibility. Forest, Horizon Canopy, 2 mana spell. Hanger back. Let's name Goblin here. Name Goblin and play our bridge down past turn. I don't expect them to attack with this Ink Moth, perhaps, but maybe they will. Horizon Canopy played. Drawing with Horizon Canopy. Hits for 1. Does not hit for 1. It's a really good card. Okay, we're going to hold everything. Shattering Spree's good enough. To maybe do something here. They might boot up this Ink Moth as well. I kind of want to kill this. Go ahead and destroy this artifact. Pass turn. Maybe they'll play something tasty here for 1. They do not. 3 ball's good. We're going to go ahead and play 3 ball. This does make our Shattering Spree a lot weaker. But they only have 2 lands, so we're going to kind of hope that this does just enough. That being said, we do get a Shattering Spree for 2. That is a thing that happens. Yeah, I need to find action. Obviously, my opponent can find action too. They do have 3 mana. Ancient Stirrings for 3. Maybe we can get this Shattering Spree to do something miraculous. Another Ink Moth, so I'm going to probably have to empty my hand. I don't want to get tagged for any infect damage. It's another bridge. Guess we'll bridge here. Can't quite get the hand empty due to Trinisphere. Ink Moth is played. Arcbound Orker. Something I probably want to pick off with a Shattering Spree. Let's name Frog. Cool. Alright. So we can do 3 here. And we can choose this as the target because that's the last thing. And then I can replicate twice. Huh. It didn't require me to pay the other 3 because Trinisphere is doing its thing. Alright, so we're going to kill Hangerback first a couple times, and then the worker is going to be killed. I don't mind a 2-2. I'd rather a 2-2 than another 1-1. What is this Cavern Spice? I kept running into counter decks, and so I thought it'd be cool to play some Cavern of Souls. Alright, so now we need a Spyglass to name Walking Ballista. Maybe we'll have a chance here. I'm expecting a way for them to kill these, like Nature's Claim. So, we'll see what goes on. Hey, Mox Opal for 3. It's a fair card, chat. Little Ritual just to get it out of hand so I can F6 and keep talking to you, lovely peoples. So, we're looking for Chandra. That would be good. Looking for Spyglass. This is a problem card, sort of. That's 2 damage. Just don't be Walking Ballista, please. Hangerback's okay. I guess Anger would be good here. Named Frog. You got it. A named frog. Yeah, I would name Goblin God, or I would name Storm Dragon. That is typically what I would name. Hangerback for 2. Makes a dude. Where's my anger? I need my anger of the gods, chat. I need it. Yeah, the Cavern is just naming whatever in this game. Arcbound Worker, they pay to make some dudes. Then they probably tap these up. So Anger would need to happen here. This is a bit of a shame. I'd rather have this when they have something like... when they have a Throne of Geth or something like that. But we'll let them make some more extra dudes. Like I said, Anger would have been the best draw there. Clear the board entirely. Now I can't kill this Hangerback Walker. And we're dead to Walking Ballista, so... My opponent's paying to put a counter on here and then getting a servo and then can use this and then can use animation module again. So this is all my opponent's going to do until they find Walking Ballista and a Ravager. It's our turn to make little dudes. I didn't even cast it off of the Cavern of Souls, chat. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. They're dismembering my Goblin Rabble Master, I think. Note that they have to make it cost 3. So black, colorless, and then another 2 life. So it technically costs like 4. So it costs the 3. 1 could be black. Just what my opponent's doing. Okay. They're gonna make a bunch of dudes again. Gonna tap that Spore Frog. Actually, let's go ahead and cash this Ruins in, just in case I draw I guess a Blood Moon. Show my opponent who's boss here. Got my 1 Goblin holding down the fort. They're just making enough tokens though, so when they get the combination, they're good to go. Good to go, chat. Gonna make some goblins. Oh, that was close. They tried to F6 us a few times. Alright, we're gonna play a little bit safer here. We're gonna play a little bit safer and not F6 anymore. Because my opponent seems to just be very pleasant with the F6 button. Alright, we can F6 after I play the land. But yeah, I don't want to accidentally... Ooh. Let's name... Badger. Badger. Got him. Badger. What do you got for me, opponent? Hardened scales. Okay. There's a Ravager, so I literally need probably... I need the Spyglass now. Alright, so if they have Walking Ballista, they just win here. They don't yet. Woo! Alright, game apparently has ended. My opponent does not have a Walking Ballista left. I'm a little confused. I'd expect them to at least have kept that in. There's Chandra. Another Chandra. We would have started hitting their life total. A little ways away before we hit the Spyglass. Okay. I think we just run this back. We have a lot of removal. Again, trying to go wide on them or find the necessary lock pieces, which are going to be Bridge, Spyglass. They might have and bring in something like Nature's Claim here, but I'm not going to bring the Chalices back in. I don't think that's where we want to be. We're trying this out. It's a shame I can't name Planeswalker with Cavern of Souls. This is a good card. Anger's decent. It may be a little too late here, but I'm gonna probably keep this to see if the Spyglass can help us out. I have no idea. Hardened Scale is almost never should pull that card out. So I have no idea why my opponent would do that. Alright, Anger's looking a little bit better. I'm gonna have to slow roll into this Spyglass probably. Okay, Hangerback Walker. I almost want to play Spyglass just to see what we're dealing with, and then play into Anger right behind it. So let's do that. There's a Walking Ballista. Let's do this. Let's name Walking Ballista. I am a little bit afraid of an Arcbound Ravager still. But maybe if they draw a land here, they'll be tempted to play both of these. Mr. Zaruki. What's going? How are you? Play both out. Play both out. No, don't fire this up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Gonna hit me for 2 here. Hangerback Walker could get lively here. Alright, I'm going to chance it here. I'm going to put the Chandra up. I'm going to go up here with Chandra and hope that I'll have kind of like enough mana to do something cool here. This will be at most a 3. I'm kind of hoping that some sort of temptation here is going to get these 2 cards out. Tempo Anger is kind of tempting as well. If we get a land here, I can Anger and then Rabble Master right behind it. This also looks like I'm trying to find action. Alright, they go after Chandra here. If they don't play any creatures behind this, then I get to probably keep Chandra around. Come on. Just don't play anything too scary, please. Another Hangerback Walker is fine. And that guy, perfect. Alright, we got him to play a few things. Anger the board here. End of the board, we'll go up for damage here because I didn't draw a land. Trinisphere would have been cool. So we have a Walking Ballista and a Dismember in my opponent's hand and Unknown card here. Played just right, chat. Hardened Scales, play a Walking Ballista, which I might attempt to kill here. It's kind of tempting. I think because this won't hurt us, we're going to go wide on my opponent. So Legion Warboss and Legion Warboss here. Double down on tokens here. So the idea here is, yes, they have a Dismember, but we're going to have 2 Rabble Master effects, and I'm trying to get them to use the Dismember on something I value less. This Chandra can then kill this as well, unless they decide, hey, I'm going to take Warboss beats again and play a Hanger back on one. So these are 2 cards in their hand. I'd be surprised if this Hanger back was played. I guess it's a 2/2. So I guess I play Rabble Master here and then like tick down Chandra, kill one of these, and then swing with just the team. I think that's fine because I have a bonus Chandra behind this. This is the go wide strategy, by the way. So we're just gonna send everything in. It's gonna be a party. And if they want, then they can like they can kill some of these if they want. But now they're facing a lot of damage every turn. So single block here, maybe a double block somewhere. This Dismember though is gonna hurt them. They're at 3 life. I think we're good. Would have to attack this maybe with Thopter. Chandra right behind it or Bridge to protect us. It looks like Walking Ballista came back in and then just found our Spyglass. Blood Moon was nice. Stops Ink Moth and then a Mountain right after it for Chandra. Although I'd be probably ticking up, so we'd have to be drawing this card. This card would have been our next draw because we would have ticked up probably to get the Blood Moon in and then do damage if Chandra was still around. So Hardened Scale is probably one of our harder matchups, but with this list we kind of do something a little bit different. We go wide, and I think that last match was really key on it. I think my opponent should have been able to win game 2 though. They had plenty of creatures. They needed the Arcbound Ravager and the Walking Ballista. The fact that they conceded, the way they started kind of just hitting the F6 button, and this is more of a Magic Online thing than a in paper thing, but on Magic Online sometimes you can hit F6 and because of the delays and you're realizing your opponent's hitting F6, you can kind of get them. And I don't know if my opponent was trying to play that line a little bit because of how fast they were trying to play there right at the end. They had plenty of time, so I think they were going down that route because I think for whatever reason they took out Walking Ballista. Why? I'm not entirely sure. But it felt like they did that. Alright, we're 2-1 in this league. Let's see if we can get this league back. Maybe a 4-1 would be nice. We have a turn 1 Legion Warboss, and that's about it. Unknown opponent. I don't think I can keep this. We'll mulligan this. 1 land. Some Abrades. Let's keep this. We'll get rid of an Abrade. Let's go ahead and name Goblin here. And let's actually put a Chalice out on 1. I don't think I need 1 on 0. But we'll see. Maybe it's just smarter to. I'm thinking if I get a second land, though, I can put it on 1 as well. Alright, Hazoret. We are very far away from doing anything. That being said, maybe my opponent is Suicide Zoo. Based on not playing anything in these fetch lands, it kind of looked like it, but we'll see. Don't kill this, please. Boros Charm. Alright, we're against Burn. Chalice needs to hit 2 ASAP if I can get it there. We are a long way away from winning this game. Legion Warboss will not be played at this point. Searing Blaze is a problematic card. We're also going to just get hit by all the white spells, unfortunately. Alright. Alright. Let's not draw a land. Turn 5, no lands. But apparently, my opponent hasn't played anything either. Hey, alright. Let's name God. Yes. I could put another Chalice on 1, but game 1, I don't think I need to worry about that. If anything, I want to get this Blood Moon down to stop the Boros Charms and the Helixes, which are going to be the things that kill me. So land here would be nice. Rabble Master will also not be played until I get a Chalice on 2. Then we can entertain those. We'll get rid of a Dismember. That pretty much kills me. Pretty much kills me. Alright, we find our land here, so let's jam out a Blood Moon. That'll shut off the white mana, turning off 5 remaining cards. 4 Helixes. Oh. 3 Helixes. Alright, so 3 Helixes and 1 Boros Charm have been shut off. Chalice needs to go on 2 before I can play any of these because of Searing Blaze. Light up the stage. Finds a Swift Spear and another light up the stage. Maybe cast light up the stage, my friend. Skewer is a problem too now. There's the Searing Blaze we talked about. Can't play these. Alright. So we can put this on 2 now, which will prevent us from an Eidolon. They could skewer us out, but we are now in the clear to go ahead and start Rabble Mastering. I do leave Blood Moon in against this matchup. It turns off 8 cards, which are very powerful. Hey. And apparently 1 and 2 is all we needed. Yes, Blood Moon will remain in here. We'll keep in our aggro package. The Caverns kind of give off that they need to leave the Searing Blazes in and stuff. But if we can get ahead of them, it's good. This matchup will need Trinisphere and Angers. I'm tempted to try these Damping Spheres, but I think they don't do enough. So maybe they'll stay at home. Bridges come out here. They're terrible in this matchup. The Dismembers are kind of questionable. They're questionable because it takes 4. I kind of hate the idea of playing them. But I don't like the idea of anything else. So I guess I'm playing Dismember. This card's not good in the matchup, though. But I don't think it's any better or any worse than Damping Sphere. Uncle DB, 2-0. Tough matchup against the Rock. Chalice on 2 against that deck. Make some scoop. All right, we have to not concede. We have to mulligan this 1 land again. Based on Rock being greedy and playing more Assassin's Trophies, you can definitely get away with some cool stuff. All right, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna pitch a Braid here. This is a play towards they're on the play and they're gonna play Swift Spear or Goblin Guide here. We are still gonna try to get Chalice down. We're gonna anger the board. That's the plan here. And then we're gonna play Big Mama and hope that we don't have too many cards here. Let's name Goblin. Name that Goblin. We are gonna have to play 2 mountains next, so let's not be too greedy here. My opponent did mulligan down, so they're clearly got something up their sleeve here. Alright, I'm not going to play Chalice because it's going to give me another 2 points of burn damage. I'm going to plan to try to get this Anger off next turn. By not playing Chalice as well, if they pick up, say, a Swift Spear or something, maybe they'll be enticed to play it. Desperate Ritual. That's a good card to see from us. Alright, let's clear the board and we're at 10 life. Let's see if we can't go from here. Chalice on 2 is very tempting here. Ritual and Chalice on 2 next turn. The other tempting thing here is to somehow work it so we get Hazard out and start attacking with War Boss, which can be done once I drop 2 more lands. Chalice on 2, though, is maybe where we want to be because of cards like this and Searing Blaze and stuff. Oh. Now I kind of hate putting a Chalice on 1, then a Chalice on 2. And I hate doing that because if they have the Smash here, okay, we're going to assume they have Searing Blaze or Smash here. I think that's the correct thing for them to be playing. We're going to play this out on 2. We're obviously susceptible to something on 1. I don't know what to do about this Chalice then. I'm guessing it'll go on 0 next. We'll play Legion War Boss behind this and then Hazard and see if we can't get this Hazard to be smashing in next turn or 2. War Boss will be a good blocker against like a Goblin Guide or something. 3 mana Skewer. We might just lose it here. Play Legion War Boss and see if we can win behind this. So we get to attack with everything next turn. We probably leave something back to block. Probably this Goblin. We hit for 9. So we have a 2-turn clock next turn. I think we're okay. Put this on 0. Play this out, Naming God. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play Chandra here. And then we will play Hazoret. Let's do it off the mana too. We are going to hope for a lot of things. We'll attack this way, and that way I leave 1 blocker back. We don't really need to attack with probably the Legion War Boss here. I can't put a Chalice on 1 right now. Yeah. So I can't do that because the Chalice on 2 counters the Chalice on 1. My opponent top decks a Bolt and we lose. 1 turn. 1 turn difference. Do they have the Smash? Probably. I think putting the Chalice on 2 prevented them from playing a spell or 2 there. Alright, well we're on the play here. We'll run it right back as is. We just lost to a Bolt, but that's because we couldn't put a Chalice on 1. I don't think we were putting a Chalice on 1 because they had 2 mana up, and I think they had the Smash. Will we ever know? Nope. We may never know. I would love to play first. Oh, that's tempting. That is, woo, that's really tempting. Let's try it for science. One land is not good. My opponent mulls to 6. Maybe they'll go far enough down that the Trinosphere will just be way too much. This is for science. We think we time walk them for 3, but we might be time walking them for more. We'll see. 3 ball. They mulled to 6. Maybe they kept only 1 to 2 lands because they only need those because they have all these 1-drops. Maybe. All right, opponent. Land. Come on, lands. Flood me out. Flood me out, game. Oh boy. Gonna time walk myself for 3 turns too. Come on, flood me out, game. I could use some flooding right now. Can use it. Show me a land. All right, we're in the game. We're in the game, chat. All right, show me one more land. Flood me out all the way. Let's go. All the way to 3 mana. Smash. Smash. What do you got for me, opponent? Core Firewalker, 2/2. That is fine. Alright. Kinda need a land for this Blood Moon. It will be very disappointing to see a second Core Firewalker, and will be very hard to beat. But we will try. We will try. Eidolon. Anger's getting more interesting here. Alright, I'm gonna play Blood Moon. I take 2 here, I go to 16, and then I'll take another 2 when they attack. And then I'll take another 2 when Anger's played. Which feels like a lot of damage, but I just shut off their Boros Charms and their Lightning Helixes. I shut off any more Firewalkers as well, and their Searing Blazes are currently not hitting anything. We kind of need... not that card. Alright, I think we lost this one. This is the turning point. We're going to lose at this point. We're going to take 4 here, going to go to 9. Going to go to 8 at this point. I do get this Anger and I get something else, which is kind of the reason to play this line. I don't have a way to kill this card though. I'm at 8. I'm going to go to 6. 5, 4. I'm going to go to 4 and have 2 turns. I can't win in 2 turns. All the bridges are out. And I don't have a way to kill this, as mentioned. Trinisphere, not enough. For science, maybe not good enough. If my opponent didn't draw 4 lands before us, maybe they do it. We'll just concede. I have no way to kill Core Firewalker. Not gonna play another turn. That puts us at 2-2, and we have one last final match of the night before we start raiding like Avaros or something crazy like that. Maybe I can salvage this league. Maybe I'll just go crazy and play one more. Sleepy time, chat. Sleepy time. We'll see. Let me see when Twitch Avaros, see what he's up to. We'll probably raid him after this match. Oh my gosh, he's got a lot of people. We can't shame raid him. We can't shame raid him. That'd be embarrassing. That'd be embarrassing. Alright, let's play first. Unknown opponent. 1 land again, by the way. Noting that. It's mulligan. This is just as bad. We'll keep this, I guess. We'll get rid of this Dismember. And we'll play Cavern on Goblin. And I think we're just going to jam the Goblin down, right? That's what we do here. I can't assume there's a card on top, and I have to assume maybe my opponent won't remove my War Boss. So, let's try it. London Mulligan rule is completely fine, but for whatever reason on MTG, oh, we are running into a lot of one-hands. Leo Alonso, thank you for the follow. There's a path. You could path me, opponent. You could path me. Maybe they are control. And maybe we're in a great spot here. Ghost Quarter. Wall of Omens. Okay. I'm very happy about playing this War Boss immediately. It is paying off quite a bit here. Paying off quite a bit. Takes 5, goes to 9. And I'm never gonna draw another land. There's Eldrazi Temple. I have to assume it's Eldrazi. Ooh, nope. Wall of Omens. Draws a card. Let's draw land. Yes, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and play the second war boss here. I just need as wide as I can. Hello? There we go. As wide as we possibly can here. I think, unless they have a Wrath of God effect. Block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go to 3 here. So unless they have a Wrath of God effect, I think we got them. Eldrazi taxes is what it looks like. Blood Moons will be important here. Torp Orbs. Spyglass will probably be okay. Let's see here. Angers are good. Torp Orbs are good. Spyglasses are good. Dismember's fine. Abrades. Good. Chalice is bad. What else? Kind of like everything else here. I could probably go down a pair of Legion War Bosses. Storm Breath could be okay. We could sit at like 3 or 4 cards in hand and get around Bridge. But it's probably not as good as... maybe just a bunch of Rabble Masters. Alright, what do you got for me, opponent? I'm going to try to Blood Moon you, but... maybe my opponent has some tricks up their sleeve. Pair of Dismembers. 2 lands and a bridge. We'll go ahead and try this. It is by no means no Blood Moons, but some pretty fast, cool stuff here. We might be playing Chandra first now. There's a Thalia. Let's kill Thalia. I know I have to do this off the Simian Spirit Guide, but now I can get down the bridge before it's taken from me. I think that's what I'd like to do. Alright. Bridge is in play. Now they can Thought Knot me if they would like. Thought Knot probably has to take Dismember. The Displacer has been played. Alright. I'm going to go up here with Chandra and Dismember the Displacer here. I think is what I want to do. It's also not attacking. Let's just go up for damage. Maybe this I will regret, but maybe not. I think our Dismember can be taken by a Thought Knot Seer. If that is the route they want to go here. I can get rid of this another time. Wall of Omens. This is looking good because now I can use the Dismember just off basic mana instead of using Chandra. Rabble Master. Let's kill Eldrazi Displacer and let's play Rabble Master now that we have it. A little bit awkward. But I guess I'll use my resources that were given to me here. Rabble Master is a little weak in the matchup just because it is usually a lot of creatures. So Rabble Master tends to not get through. But maybe we'll run into a Reality Smasher or something. And I can Dismember, discard. Hey, we get a land off that. It's kind of nice. Three mana here. Plays a Blade Splicer. We will name Goblin off this. Actually, let's name something cool. What do we got here? Let's Name's Slug. Alright, uptick. I don't mind playing another bridge. That's a-okay with me. And we'll hold the dismember for a turn here. I don't mind blocking with this goblin token. If they go to bounce something or whatever, maybe I do something. Ooh. Yeah. Do that. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Blade Splicer here. That way Chandra can keep going up. Another wall. A lot of things Torpor would be hitting. Bloodman's really nice here. Up we go. 4 damage. War Boss we don't want to play here. I'd rather get this Bloodman down. Take him off the Eldrazi spells. Another Plains. Opponent has a lot of Plains. 5 mana. Gear Hulk. So we get to keep some of this stuff. We are choosing an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, a planeswalker from among. So choose non-land permanents you control, an artifact. So we want to keep that, keep that, keep that. Done. So if they get to flicker this, we're in a little bit of trouble. I can't kill this, unfortunately. I only do 4 damage. Oh, but that top deck. Put 2 cards from a single graveyard on the bottom of their owner's library. Ooh. Ooh. That anti-mill strategy. Let's play War Boss. Go a little wide on my opponent. They're putting my cards on the bottom of my library. That's kind of fine. They're gonna stay there. They will stay at the bottom of the library for a long time. We'll attack in here because this Desperate Ritual can be used off the Chandra. I don't see them attacking me. And the more damage we have, the better. Putting cards in the bottom of people's libraries. It's a big 4/4. Alright, we're going to just emblem here. I'm going to play my Blood Moon. And I need one more spell. I'll hold this as a removal if I need it. Because it can be played at instant speed. Alright, our opponent gives it to us. We get a little 3/2 there with this kind of aggro Pyro Prison list. This was played at an MKM online. I don't remember who played it, but they played something very similar. I think I've tweaked it just a touch. Actually, yes, I did, because I added Cavern of Souls. Fun card. Fun card, chat. Alright, chat, we got double league in tonight. I think I'm going to call it there. Maybe we'll stream the challenge. My weekday and weekend kind of got scrambled. So we'll just kind of play it by ear for tomorrow. I wouldn't bet on it, but maybe check in. Maybe check in. Might be worth it. Alright, chat. We have 20 or so of you guys. Let's send you guys on over to Avaros and get him up to 200. How's that sound? We'll wrap up the night. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Do those magic things. Win your FNMs. Play magic. Have fun. Do all the good stuff, chat. Do appreciate all you stopping by. It is greatly appreciated. Hit that raid button. Join us over at Avaros' stream. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you Monday. Till then, take care, guys.